Hi everyone. I have a gorgeous, stunningly beautiful tarot deck to share with you today, and it's called the Tarot of Sidney Sime. Sidney Sime was an illustrator in the late 18 and early 1900s, and his work embodies that aesthetic of the time, that Art Nouveau and Art Deco styling, which I'm personally very drawn to. And I got this deck at nocthag.com, and I will leave that information below. So here are the backs of the cards. And I guess it's like a medium cardstock, and the printing is fantastic. So let's look at a few of the cards. So here's the Fool. Now, his work is very detailed and layered and very lush. So it's likely that the images won't show up as well here as, as if you were seeing them in person. They're stunning in person. But the Fool card really gives that idea of spring. And if you can see in the bottom corner there, there's a young person with a flute and wings. And, there's a path here. All the blossoms in the tree really gives that idea. And the woman who put this deck together and the curator of this deck, her name is Eleanor Boyce, and I think she did a fantastic job on the assignments of the cards, matching them up with the majors. This is a majors only deck. She did add 5 extra cards, which I'll show you later. And I like having a majors only deck. Here's the Magician, because I think it's a wonderful way to read the archetypal energy, of that day or even before a reading. Okay, here's the High Priestess. It's gorgeous, just so gorgeous, so sensual and beautiful. And here is the Empress, also stunning. Okay. The Emperor. Now, I've only had this deck a short time, but I have spent so much time with it, just gazing at the images. Here is the Hierophant. To me, every card is a wow. Every card is my favorite. Here is his face is very kind, and I like all that's going on in the background, the fish and the birds. So much. The Lover's card is beautiful. The Chariot. You can see all that movement there. Okay. Oh, Justice is 8, which I like. And the Hermit is fabulous too. All the detail, the incredible detail in the trees, and in the background of all of these cards is, oh, it's just amazing. Sidney Sime was certainly a master. Here is Fortune. And I guess I'll skip a few to leave a little mystery. Here's Death. I've been pulling this card in several decks lately. A lot of changes going on. I absolutely adore the Temperance card. See, there's a harp being played there, and so Temperance is the card of the alchemist, and that blending of fire and water, and but to me here it is a blending of light and sound, and which I find very meaningful, because everything in our universe has been birthed from and consists of light and sound. So I just adore this card. The Devil. The Tower. There's a lot going on in this Tower card. Now, when I get a deck, and I always ask the deck, to tell me about yourself, and what card most describes your personality. And when I did, it was the star that came up. And here is the lovely star card. Okay. And the moon is just gorgeous. And the sun is just gorgeous. I like his face. What a beautiful, happy card. So let's take a look at the world. And I want to show you the extra 5 cards, but let me just show you that she did enclose. This is on very heavy paper. There are meanings for all of the cards, including the 5 extra cards that I will show you. And, you know, you can, as you work with the deck, like any deck, you're going to, you know, have your own personal associations as well. And it did come nicely packaged in heavy brown paper and with a black organza bag. A couple of cards, one discussing who Sidney Sime is, and one talking about her experience and her appreciation of his work and why she put this deck together. The printing on the deck is absolutely fantastic. She did such a wonderful job. Here is the aspirant. And here is the harpy. Oh, this has a lot going on in the background. Here's the sleeping king. The warrior. And the wild one. So I cannot say enough about how much I am enjoying this deck. I absolutely love it. I feel such a connection with this deck and with his artwork. Now, his artwork is actually pretty hard to come by, especially here in the States. So I want to thank you, Eleanor Boyce, for bringing such a treasure into the tarot community. I just adore it. And I'm looking forward to your other decks, your forthcoming Decadent Dream and others. So thank you. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a great day. Bye.